Time now to wrap up this week's edition of the Jack Swarbrick Show. And I know I commented in the intro that we were pleased and happy that Lindsay Allen was actually in town with the scheduling that women's basketball does, in part to toughen themselves up over the holiday break when there are students in town. But you were here, and that's going to be more and more of a pressing goal to have you actually in place for this show, because you got a lot of traveling coming up.
Yeah, no, it's the nature of our business. During football as an industry, we tend not to have much in the way of meetings, and then you protect through the postseason. But starting about mid-January, for me until mid-April or mid-May, there's hardly a week I'm not on the road somewhere. You have the NCAA meetings coming up next week. 2 separate ACC meetings. I have Lead One, the Association of Division I Athletic Directors, college football playoff meetings like the ones I was just at. They're all packed into this period of time. So yeah, it's frustrating for me because it really limits the number of games I can see, and that's the thing I love most about this job.
And certainly one other sport we didn't mention that's been fully underway in recent weeks. And one of the reasons sometimes it's a little hard to park here when basketball is playing one of the basketballs is because hockey's playing as well, and they have a great fan base. They sell out almost nearly all of their games, and they've been playing very, very well. They are on the road this weekend back in America East, play at Merrimack.
Yeah, a really important series over the weekend with Michigan Tech. A great Friday night victory. Hockey, like soccer, it's so hard to translate one game into the next game. I wish we had been able to get both of those because we played well enough to. The fourth quarter and the second game didn't exactly go our way, but continue to love the way they're playing. And they got the meat of the schedule coming up right now. Hockey's interesting. It uses a point system. You know whether you're getting into the postseason tournament or not. There's no mystery.
No selection committee.
They're in the selection
no controversy.
Yeah. It's a point system, and going into this weekend, we were 12th in that. You'd like to improve that a little bit, but that puts you solidly in. So, but the big games are up ahead for them.
And for folks who are listening who maybe have not been I still say new. I guess it's not that new anymore, but it's still one of the best college hockey facilities or hockey facilities, period, in the country, the Compton Family Ice Arena.
Yeah, no, I think it is. When I have people visit me here, they want to see the stadium or the arena, I always say we're going to Compton. It's if I can show you one venue, one sports venue on this campus, it's that one, because it's not just aesthetically done so well, and it's not just a great varsity facility, but it's such a great community asset. By building 2 sheets of ice and giving ourselves an opportunity to do learn-to-skate programs and handicap skating and curling club, it's the asset athletic venue should be.
And I think you knew this when you signed off on it, though, but South Bend is a surprisingly strong hockey town.
It is. Got a lot of frozen surfaces to skate on sometimes during the course of a year in South Bend. It creates hockey fans, but they are loyal fans, and we're going to need them. We're going to need them down the stretch in conference play.
All right, Jack. Thank you. We know Rachel Naslin will be back next week when classes resume, and we will somehow try to track you down.
And the to-be-determined co-host that we have to find to replace James.
So that'll all be going on until you hear from us again next week. Until then, for Jack Swarbrick, I'm Jack Nolan. Thanks so much for listening, and as always, go Irish.
Go Irish.